All right, welcome everybody. My name is Ashley, and this is one of my favorite apps to use in school from my classroom. This is Classroom Dojo. So I do teach at the 8th grade level, right? And I've never taught any younger grades. I've always taught 8th grade. And I think Class Dojo was kind of designed with elementary students in mind, but I think it could definitely work for the secondary level as well because I've had a lot of success with it and I've had a lot of students really enjoy it and really compliment it. So if you've never used Classroom Dojo, this is the opening site. You pick your school and then you set up all of your classes. So I'm an ELA teacher, so we do have block classes. So here are my 3 main classes. Let's go into this second and third period. All right, so you set up your students and you can set them up however you want by just first name, full name, or last name, however you see fit. Once all of your students are set up, they'll each be assigned a little monster. And what's really unique about Classroom Dojo is that you can share these monsters with your student and they can actually edit them at any time. So students really enjoy being able to manipulate their little character and to see it on the projector. So Classroom Dojo is an excellent classroom management tool because it gives you, the teacher, the ability to set up different types of behaviors that you want to see in your classroom. So it has positive behaviors and then behaviors that need work. If a student is in your class and they're doing any of these things, they're participating, they're staying on task, they're helping someone in need, then they can gain a point by that. If they are not on task and maybe they're cursing or they're on their cell phone, they can lose points. And this is totally up to teacher discretion. You have the right to edit skills here. And so you can add skills, add points, however you see fit. So what I usually like to do is I will put the desktop version up on the projector screen whenever we're doing something in class, and then I will go onto the Classroom Dojo app on my phone and I'll just be walking around with that. So let's say this kid right here, Adrian, was in class and he was participating. Then on my phone, I could click participating and up he pops. So now we know Adrian got 1 point. But let's say the same kid, Adrian, he's not being good. Let's see. He's on his cell phone playing Fortnite. Okay, I'm going to go on my app, and there he is, -1 for being on his cell phone. If you notice, whenever you give points or take points away, there is a sound that comes up with the different points, one for positive, one for negative, and that really draws the kids' attention right away, and they want to know, like, oh, who's getting the points, or oh, who's losing points. But if you notice something really cool, when they gain a point, it shows the student's name, but when they lose a point, it is anonymous, so they can't see who's losing points or really pick on people too much. So the way that I like to use this to motivate my 8th graders is I make this into a competition. At the end of the 6 weeks, the student who has the most points will win a prize. And I have this really cool treasure box in my classroom that they can go in and kind of put a coin in and see what pops out. So the end of the 6 weeks for us will be this Friday. So right now, these two are tied. And by the end of tomorrow, we'll see who the winner is. And I do take the top winner from every class for individual points. For the whole class, right here, I do have whole class prizes as well. So we have a competition going between all 3 of my ELA classes. This class has 351, this class has 406, and this class has 433 points. By the end of the 6 weeks, the class with the highest points will also receive a whole class prize. And this can be something small, like maybe they get to choose their seats for that day, or maybe they get like 5 minutes of phone time at the end of the class. It's totally up to you. It's just I found that making this into a competition is what really drives the force behind the Class Dojo. for the classroom management part. ClassDojo is also useful because it comes with a few different tools. So it comes with a timer if you want to throw a timer up real quick and you don't want to go to a different website. It comes with the randomizer. If you need to call on a student, it will randomly pick a student. I can do that for you. Let's see. This is one of my favorites, the group maker. So let's say you didn't have time to make groups beforehand, or you just want to group them very quickly. You hit group maker, put the number of kids you want, and boom, out they pop. You can just put this on your projector and the kids know who they're paired up with for the day. There's a noise maker. This one is really cool too. If you put this up, you can allow your microphone to go on. The kids can see how loud they're being in class. So if it gets too loud, you can throw this up and you can kind of show them that visual. Right. What else? Think, Pair, Share, music. I don't use these too much. These really are my favorite ones. And like I said, it's very useful because you have this desktop version as well as the version on your cell phone. So if you have both, you can really use this to your advantage. So this is one of my favorite apps. It's really helped me with my classroom management as a new teacher. And the kids love it. So I highly recommend it. If you haven't used it, I would definitely look into it. And that's about it. So thank you very much for watching my video and have a nice one.